Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Josh Show. May 28th, 2021. Welcome to Lucifer Day. We are celebrating our Lucifer's going to Rep Day. The show's coming out today. A bunch of stuff is coming out today. Join us live on the Josh Show. Hi guys, welcome to the Josh Show. As you can see, my lovely wife decided to join us here today. So, and she's wearing her pajamas because she didn't want to get dressed. So, you know,
yeah,
all that kind of fun.
I'm a lazy fucker.
Watch the language. There might be kids watching.
Oh, right. I'm a lazy so-and-so.
It's okay. I told people this is an 18+ channel. That's what you can kind of expect sometimes. We swear once in a while. So, not censored. No, not censored. Anyway, today we're talking about our favorite kitty cat, Lucifer, and the Netflix series Lucifer's coming out today. Today is a big day. 28th. Today is like just today is all about just celebrating our kitty cat, wherever he may be. So
he's in the next room.
Oh, sleeping.
No, he's chasing after God knows what.
Oh, he's pawing at those maniacs in the room, right? There's all those souls he's trying to catch.
Sure.
Yeah, okay then.
Sure. He's trying to extract a soul from a piece of wood. Which, yeah, it can work, but...
So, today we're just going to talk about why pets come into our lives and how they can benefit us. We have both been proponents of animal rights and having family-friendly moments in our lives where we've had these fur babies that we love. We've even considered some of them sons, some of them daughters. Some of them have just been great companions for our growing up in childhood. And, you know, it's about kind of one of those things. So today I wanted to share my first story of today was that my first kitty cat was named Winky. And he was a gray and black tabby, mostly gray with gray black stripes on it. And he would always come up to me when he was a little kitten, and he would just come right up to me, he'd look up to me and go mew, and then he'd wink with one eye. So that's why he got the name Winky. And then he was... I had developed a dirty mind yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Those damn internet people trying to stop my evil plan again. Look, I'm even unsynced. Look, Japanese. No, wait, that's wrong. That's wrong. Don't do that. That's wrong. That's racist. Wrong.
Yeah, it is. It is. And Asian people are really getting attacked along with other people, so... Don't do that.
Yeah, you know, it's time to stop the hate, guys. It's time to embrace the fur babies of our lives. We all have one other thing in common, the pets that we have in our lives, if we have a pet. Hey, everyone's had something, a goldfish, a hamster. Hey, if you never had a pet, I'm sorry. Maybe you should go adopt one today. If you're lonely and you need companionship, maybe you should go and adopt a pet today. Because we have always adopted our pets.
Yeah.
You know, once in a while we get a free kitty here and there, but, you know, those are far and fair between. You find that right cat who just wants to come up to you and go mew. He's ours. So, you know, that's kind of what we were doing. But maybe Eunice wants to share a story about one of her pets or something.
Oh my goodness. I've had so many pets in the course of my lifetime. I've had horses. I've had Texas horned toads, fish, dogs, cats, gerbils, rat, birds. Yes. Cute little white rat.
Oh. Some people may not like that.
I know.
Who decided to show up? It's Lucifer! Well, hi, Lucifer. Say hi to everybody.
Lucifer.
Well, he wants to go look out window, right?
Yeah.
Go look out window. Okay. He's going to look out the window. So even he came to say hi to you guys. Oops. And we'll have to open that up all the way here. I turned off the oven anyway, so.
Okay.
And then, pets and what they can do for us in our lives. Sometimes we feel like we need something to hold on to, and we feel like we're lonely, and we don't always have that person next to us that can help us, And even when that person is right next to you, sometimes a pet does something for you no other human can do, So, and in a lot of my wife's, in my cases, a lot of our animals are not only our pets, but they're our support animals too, because they help with our anxiety and they help with our, calming us down during moments of, kind of being a little bit overwhelmed and stressed, stuff like that, stressed. So they're very beneficial of how we
lizard or anything like a giant bearded dragon or a snake or any kind of reptile and have no clue. And if you have gerbils and you decide to get a snake, well, know that snake is going to be going after those gerbils. Just saying.
Unless the gerbils are for the snake.
Well,
circle of life. Oh, wait. Anyway.
Well, yeah, if you got bored with the gerbils or if they weren't busy enough for you, and trust me, they're busy.
Anyway, but so, gerbils, snakes, not a good combination.
No.
Anyway, but the point is, if you're going to go adopt a pet, do your research. Find out what you need to take care of your pet. Find out what you need to sustain that pet. If you really can't afford to feed your own family and your own lives, maybe you should think about not getting a pet. But sometimes the need outweighs the money. Sometimes you need that companion. If you're all alone and you don't have anybody else, why not get someone who can be with you on your, wonderful journey?
Right.
So, this little rug right here. Come here. Yeah, I know. Yeah. He's got a complaint for 5 whole seconds.
Oh, and he's going to show you his butt.
Okay. Well, I guess, see, that's the thing about pets. Sometimes they're not always cooperative, especially cats. Dogs are a little bit more obedient and will listen to commands. Cats are a little bit more free and don't always listen to what you want them to do. So, but hey, and if you're going to get a specific kind of cat or a specific kind of dog, try to learn what's good for them too. Foster them for a while. Hey, if you can adopt a pet, hey, maybe you'd like to foster pet. We fostered kittens for a while.
Yeah.
And we did that for a while, although we were all so sad and teary when we had to let them go to other families.
Yeah.
But
because there was an all-black kitty that was snatched up just like that.
But, that those kittens got to go have lives to people. We didn't put them in an agency. We just told people like free kittens who didn't have their shots or anything yet. So they had to come out there and,
Yeah, they started their lives as ferals, but when we got them, they were like 6 weeks old, something like that. So they hadn't really found their feralness.
Right.
At that point.
They were still young enough to be adopted into families, so they weren't completely feral kitty cats. But, sometimes you're going to hop upon something that may be okay for you to leave alone, like baby squirrels or things that should be in the wild. Leave them alone. Their moms or dads will probably come back and get them, and if they're not going to come back and get them within a couple of days, then call somebody who knows about that and be able to safely transport those to a place where they can be taken care of properly.
Yeah.
We had a baby squirrel once that happened to fall out of wherever it fell out, and it was chirping for a solid night in the freezing cold, and we couldn't stand the chirping anymore.
Yeah.
So we brought the little tiny squirrel in and warmed it up a little bit, and then we did our best to try to feed it and care for it and stuff like that. We did some of the research kind of on the fly, and then when we took care of it as long as we could until we found someone who could take care of it properly. The great thing about it was they eventually came back with that squirrel and released a squirrel just like him into the wild. May not have been him per se, but
well, no.
Okay.
That wildlife rehabber did say that we did get him back along with a couple others. She released 3 into our yard, and we agreed to that just for the reason that we had 2 huge trees, and she even brought a nest for them, and and they went wild, absolutely wild.
So it's kind of one of those deals where everybody has something in their life where they need or feel that they might need some kind of companionship. And that's what this show is about today. It's more about how can we come together, and sometimes it might not be people who can help bring us together, but pets can bring us closer together as well. So, and just the importance of what it means to have someone. For me personally, okay, growing up, we were pretty much poor kids most of our time, but sometimes the only thing that kept us going was the fact that we knew we had something to take care of. So, and every pet's different, just like every person is different. I have to wait for my internet connection to not be unstable again. Okay, my internet connection is now stable. Those darn people trying to stop my evil plan.
Yes. And it was an added birthday present for you down in Florida. We got it on 9/11. We heard there was a almost free event going on at the local shelter. And we found Ari there. And may she rest in peace. So, and she was not counting Lucifer. Is he still around?
No, he went out somewhere.
Oh, okay. Not counting Lucifer, she was like the best kitty. The best. And, the most loving. And personally, I think shelter pets, whether they be rabbits or birds or, what have you, shelter pets, I think, know that their previous owner that they've had didn't love them anymore and had to give them up, or they loved them so much that they had to give them up and wanted them to go to a good home. But Ari was a kitten. And so she didn't have any of those preconceived notions. I have a feeling she was a feral. and that was rescued. But anyway, I think shelter pets, and especially if you can, adopt a senior pet. You know, senior pets need love too. You know, it's just, it's all about being kind and loving and expanding your circle of love. Oh, he's still there. I see him.
He just climbed back up there.
Oh, okay. But yeah, shelter pets are the best. If you can, don't buy from a breeder. Don't. No, those are so expensive. And there are so many strays out in the world today. And there's no need for that. No need.
No need. And we're very against animal abuse. If you're trying to adopt a pet because you're trying to get your kicks off of abusing some young, beautiful creature, don't do that. Because that is wrong, people. Animal abuse is wrong. If you are abusing your animal, you're only one step away from abusing a human, or one step away from doing something worse to a human. So just kind of think about that, guys, is if you guys are one of these people who might, have violent tendencies, might want to work with the company or work with the place, because there are specialized animals for people who have disorders that they can handle something where, they can even calm them down from having those moments. And I'm talking about the people who can't control what they do, not the people who control what they do and do it because they're sick in the head. So, that's important, because we don't want to see any animal get hurt that as much. No, we're not vegetarians. We eat meat, so we're not saying you can't go out and eat your favorite hamburger or whatever. But be at least respectful of where the animal comes from, and be respectful that there are some people out there who have different views than you, because there are some people who think these wonderful creatures are so precious, in fact, that they deserve their own pillar of keep them safe.
Yeah.
If Circle of Life takes them out, well, that's Circle of Life. But yeah, and yes, that's full.
Can I have my glass, please?
Sure, you can have your glass.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Mine. Yours. See, even she growls at me. So, the importance of what it can do for you and your community. Hey, you got a community full of people who could help you out with this as well. You could start a dog walking club. You could start a kitty cat daycare. You could start, pet sitting service if you feel like. Right now, there are going to be a lot of people going back to work who have had their pets with them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week during this pandemic. They might be lonely, so you might want to feel like you need some kind of assistance helping taking care of those animals too. So remember to do your research when you hire anyone to take care of your pets, but also be mindful that you aren't just trying to make sure they are safe while you're doing what you need to do that day,
True.
And then you're giving that person a job too. So great.
Yeah. Plus, if you want to know more, there are groups on Instagram and Facebook that cater to certain animals. Like, we have a group on Facebook that's dedicated to black cats, and it's called Black Cat Lovers. Now, we have, I think the last I saw, close to 700 people on our group. And that's worldwide.
Right.
The love of pets is worldwide. It doesn't make any difference where you are or what the pet is. If you love that animal and you want to see it thrive and not just exist, do your research, go on to these groups, say, hey, I'm thinking about adopting and blah, 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 blah. Do all your research and people will give you ideas, things to avoid, things to look out for, things that maybe your pet might really love.
That's right. Thanks, Janice. And then, also kind of thinking about that too, guys, remember that, these pets do have their own personalities and their own things. So make sure it's a pet that seems to be, like you or something like that. Sometimes picking the one you want isn't always going to be the best cat or dog for you. So you kind of try to go out and feel them out a little bit. And then if you feel that this is the one, well, then adopt away, right?
Oh, God, yeah. Adopt.
Now, when she was talking about Ari, she was an emotional support animal for my wife.
Yeah.
And she was a heavy support animal for my wife. When she passed, she felt like she lost something more than she could ever gained ever again.
I lost my daughter for that.
Right. And some people will say, well, you can't call your pet your son, your daughter. Of course you can. They're family. And to you, they feel like a son, a daughter. Maybe not to everybody else, but to you they do, because they're the closest things we're going to ever have to kids. So we treat them like our kids, and they go about and do what they want. But, that's pet logic for you. They're not, people logic, So.
Yeah. I mean, for instance, I just, our pets just know that. Oh,
I wonder if that caught there. You see, even they couldn't stop her from telling about, how we can come together and share and stuff like that. See?
Yeah. And so if you're older, like I am, and need a little companionship, or if you're an empty nester, yes, I wholeheartedly memories, and you get so depressed because they're not physically in your life. A pet might be a really good alternative for you. Just saying.
So, as we start to wind down the show here, guys, because this one's gone by really, really fast today because we're passionate about this today.
Yeah.
And, just keep in mind that we all have to consider what's best for us in our lives. Everybody has to make a decision that is right for them and their family. So, like I said, choose your pet wisely, do your research, go check the pet out. If you feel like you have a connection with that pet, adopt that pet. If they're senior pets are definitely something I want to talk about too, because enough of our senior pets do not get adopted. Mm-hmm.
Now, what person doesn't want to know that they are loved at the moment of death?
Right. Speaking of Ari, sometimes pets get sick and there's not anything you can do for them, and you have to let them go too. And that's the saddest thing you will ever have to do as a pet owner. But, sometimes their health and the condition that they will live in will be worse than that. So I do support euthanasia in cases where it's a medical necessity. And in her case, it was. She was dying of a blood disorder, and she wasn't going to make it through the night. And we thought, rather than make her suffer a whole night of trying to die, we let her go early. So,
yeah, she went in our arms. We both held her, and we both
say hi to everybody in the. See, kitty cats will do whatever they want. So Lucifer's even coming to say hi to you guys today. Oops.
Sort of.
All right, kind of there. Say hi, Lucifer. Okay, you get to see Kitty Tail. Kitty Tail.
Oh.
No, we're gonna be attacked by a house panther. Help! Help! Oh, tail! Oh, we're being attacked by a tail. Oh,
No! At least you didn't get to see his butt. But he's got the cutest little butt. It's all black, and then his butthole is just this cute little pink.
Spends way too much time looking at the cat's butt. Way too much time.
Well, it's so cute.
Well, anyway, that's your thing, I guess. Hey, don't get kinky with your pets either.
No. No. That's wrong. I mean, don't do like the man in Florida did. He got upset with a female alligator who tried to eat him. So what did he do? He taped its mouth shut and then proceeded
to get kinky with it.
To get jiggy with that alligator on his front lawn in the middle of the day. What?
See, that's why you have signs posted in Florida that say, do not molest alligators.
They have to be told?
Yes, exactly. So anyway, enough talking about that place we no longer need to speak of. Anyway, that's the way they're wrong in so many ways. And then we can go and well, thank you for answering questions I didn't ask questions to. I don't know why I did that. Those darn people tried to stop my evil plan again.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, they throw some weird stuff out here.
And Google, what is that? Alexa?
No, that's not that other thing. That's that other Alexa kind of thingy. Google Fi talkie thingy.
Oh, well, whatever.
She was answering our question because I guess I said the right combination of words. So,
dear God.
Anyway.
I even had a rat that I was watching for my landlord's daughter. And it was a beautiful summer day out. I was sitting on the back steps and I had this nice long dress on and I was talking to my landlord. He and I were on really good terms. And next thing I know, this rat is going up my skirt, people. Yeah, no, that's wrong. Don't encourage that.
Anyway, you guys get the point. So, just remember, guys, if you guys are going to go adopt a pet sometime today, remember what those pets, he's looking at some kind of squirrel or bird or something. He's on the I want to attack position here. So he's finding something out there he likes to go look at. So we want to wish you a happy Lucifer Day. We hope you enjoy being here with us today. We really appreciate it.
Happy Lucifer Day.
Happy Lucifer Day. Anyway. Join us next Friday, 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. on Facebook Live. Have a great day.